Hey guys, Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. So it threw me on the live again. I was trying to take the thumbnail and it was like, no, you're going live like right now. So anyway, hi, happy Aloha Friday. Hope you guys are doing amazing today. Hope you're really enjoying the energy of the day. It's interesting because I've taken a lot of time this morning before going live for, personal shit, but also like to prepare to speak with you guys. And Spirit actually wanted me to do a little bit of a recap, coming full circle, reminder a little bit of some of the energies we're in right now. It was just made clear that there's some attaching to some narratives that are going on as far as like actually narratives of astrology, which I thought was kind of interesting. And so we're gonna talk a little bit about that. Now, if you're new, welcome. Hi. Happy you're here. Whether you're on the live or you're catching this after the fact, either way. Um, but just let you know how this works. We hang out, we talk for a bit, and then we go ahead and do some channel messages, and then we pull cards. Sometimes it's for the signs, sometimes it's for the elements, sometimes it's just for the collective. But that's how we roll over here. Aloha Friday hangouts are a time to just connect and check in a little bit. And any messages that come through, just treat it for your present moment, even if this is like a year later for you that you're catching this video. Or you can treat it as a weekend reading, or or maybe you just like hanging out, because that's cool too. Okay, but that's how it works over here. Um, I'm actually really loving the energy of the day. Hold on a second, my lips are a little dry. Hold on. I am loving the energy of the day. I know there's been a little bit of like trepidation about the energy of today and this weekend. And again, that's what Spirit wanted me to talk about, to just kind of, again, come a little full circle. Maybe even just kind of get the mind to shift a little bit, specifically for those who are kind of in a little bit of anxiety or fear, or if the Mars opposition to Pluto, excuse me, is getting the best of you. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just get the timestamps ready here. Actually, before I go there, I did already set the space, create the container, and I already did prayers, just to let you know. It was interesting who wanted to be in the space today. Oshun, Freya, and Horus really wanted to be in the space today, and I was like, ooh, that feels really good, actually. Feels very grounding. Feels very solid. All three of their energies felt that way, almost like all three of them are. My incense just fell as I was about to say this. And a bunch of birds just flew in. Oh, I love it. I love the confirmations. It does feel very much like a little bit of guardian watching going on with those three energies. So these could be energies you've been working with, not necessarily, and they just flew away. Yeah, so interesting. But let's go ahead and talk about this energy a little bit, okay? All right, so yes, Mars opposing Pluto is very strong today. I'm pretty sure it's exact today. And Mars is actually going to be moving into Cancer in a couple days, which to me is kind of exciting. I know technically it's debilitated in Cancer, but I feel like some of this Mars Leo energy has been a little intense, although I am a water sign, so says the water sign. Keeping that in mind. Mars opposing Pluto, both of them are also squaring off Vesta and Haumea in Scorpio. We've been talking about this for quite a bit. If you're new, we've been talking about this for quite a bit, okay? All of that energy, Vesta with Haumea is very feminine, right? Mars is very masculine. Pluto is like that karmic-y, evolutionary depths of the subconscious and underworld sort of vibes. And so something that was being highlighted to me in meditation to relate to you, or at least to bring up in conversation, is to be aware that if you are, and this is not for everybody because not everyone's experiencing this, but if you're experiencing a lot of anger or a lot of like bodily stuff, but just like, yeah, a lot of anger, a lot of anxiety, there is probably some residual energy that's still clearing in relation to masculine, feminine, karmic energies. And the karmic energies, they're really highlighting like past life stuff, which I was kind of surprised. Yeah, yeah. And that could be coming up in whatever way is unique to you and your journey and your beliefs and, your own stuff that you're working on and working through. We are in a really beautiful time, and I don't want to take away from that either by talking about this stuff, okay? We're in a time of a lot of possibilities and potential to create a lot of beautiful things. Oh, thank you. This is the other thing it wanted me to mention about this. So, That being said, if this crunchiness is coming up for you, I understand how easy it could be to get caught up in that, right? But if you allow yourself, give yourself permission to, how do I want to say, to take some time and take some moments to really get into your like Venus energy, to get into more of a deeper place within yourself, you can probably start to see what this energy is for you, what these emotions are, and you may even start to have an easier time. But the other thing about the crispy crunchy, the other thing about this energy in relation to what we can also create at this time and all like the amazing newness that we can embrace at this time is Mercury. Okay. Mercury is also in a lot of squares right now, and it wasn't at the beginning of the week. And so, if we're in this crunchiness and we are also experiencing the square Mercury energy, again, it could be really easy to just get caught in the trappings of the mind and in the trappings of the crunchiness, so to speak. And we could actually do ourselves a disservice at this time and distract ourselves with that away from some of this new energy. And I talked about that in the beginning of the week. And Spirit's like, this reminder needs to happen right now. Just that some people could benefit from it. So, again, if you're not really feeling the great energy right now and you're in like the middle of the crunchiness, take a minute. Take a minute, take some time for yourself, and really allow yourself to go deep in the heart specifically and kind of get to that place of kind of like high priest, high priestess, right? Like take a bird's eye view as to what you're experiencing. And even if you got to like journal it out, sing it out, whatever, what have you, work it out, like, go for a walk or something, like, obviously do the things that help you and support you in your unique ways. Just know that there is a different way of approaching what you're feeling right now because there is a lot of newness that's trying to happen, and to stay focused on it, but through the feminine. They're reminding me about Venus and Pisces, right? Because Mars opposing Pluto, that's Mars Leo, Pluto being an Aquarius, and then squaring Scorpio. And that's like almost getting with the word triangulation. That's the crunchiness, right? But Venus Pisces is doing a lot for us right now and is helping us to kind of surrender, right? Into presence, surrender into that big picture thinking, and surrender back into faith, which we've been learning a lot of this year. But through Venus Pisces is where we can recalibrate, refocus back, right, on the newness and on our intentions from new moon or new year, whatever you're doing, right? But to be present and looking forward, right? And not getting caught up in the ego, in fear, in old shit, right? That has also been coming up. Humans, we are creatures of habits. We're just kind of designed that way, including our narratives and like the things that we just kind of fall back on. Excuse me, but a lot of that old stuff's been getting burned away. And so some of you may have been noticing that you've been kind of starting to feel a little bit how you used to, or like certain things you used to like worry about, like is starting to creep back up again. It's all that crunchiness. So this is just the reminder to get refocused and recalibrated. Mars opposing Pluto doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be a struggle. It doesn't have to be a fight. It doesn't have to create ego conflict battles with people because it is a choice. It's just the energy at play, but it's just a choice. And the beautiful thing about oppositions is that while it can be hard sometimes, it also is about balance. And they're reminding me, balancing desires with your actions, moving into that Venus energy and like a little bit more into that, let me really get deep within myself so I can really see and discern and feel what's actually happening and how I want to refocus, right? Again, for those who are struggling with this, doing that also allows you to be aware of how you are prioritizing and or working with your desires, right? Versus your actions. Don't lose sight of your desires. That's the other thing too. It's like, it feels like the crunchiness almost can completely distract you from what you actually want and your own desires, right? Mars retrograding through Leo and Cancer is about that. It is absolutely about that. It's about passion, and it's about heart's desires and emotional needs and connections and operating from the heart space and connecting through the heart as well. That is what we are learning to do. Now, it's interesting with Mars because it is through masculine energy, and it is through how we also assert ourselves or take action. And even in the realm of confidence. Excuse me, hold on a second. Okay, so just know that some of these little themes that you're having right now is par for the course for this Mars retrograde. Okay, also when Mars is retrograding, I know these are all reminders, we've been talking about this for a while, it's not about forcing things to happen, because we are learning how to act differently. We are learning how to take action differently, but specifically, to be very clear, of Cancer, Leo, of our passion and our hearts, and operating from that space in a healthy, balanced way, and for some people in a new way or an evolved way. The old crunchy stuff that's coming up is ego and assertion and trying to be number one and trying to succeed or trying to like win over people or get a lot of attention. It's like the very shadowy aspects of Mars Leo, but even Mars Cancer kind of touches on that a little bit too. So again, if that stuff's coming up for you, it is an indication to refocus yourself and recalibrate back to this amazing, beautiful energy that we have right now to utilize. Okay, it's available, it's right there, but it does take accountability, right? Which is reminding me about the new moon Capricorn, right? About how we go about devotion or working, right? Differently. And yes, it takes accountability and it takes discipline, but that doesn't have to be a forceful, high, tense, stress, pressure kind of experience. This is what we're learning, and this is what we're trying to embody now, right? Okay. I think that's everything that wanted to be spoken on. Just looking at my notes here. Yeah. Yep. Oh, the centers. I was really feeling the solar today. And I know it's hitting everyone a little differently. Like some people it's the heart, some people it's the solar, some people it's the sacral, some people it's the root. But the solar was really being emphasized today, which to me also screams like yang, chi, confidence, self-esteem. And it's unique to everybody of like, again, how this is coming up for you. But for those where the solar is really being highlighted, it does feel a lot around, I don't even want to say boundaries, but being more aware and diligent and accountable to how you are using your energy and where your focus is at. Because like with the solar coming up, it almost feels like the solar wants to be charged up, like the solar wants more energy and more focus. And to me, that feels like contained, and that feels like it's about the self. For those where that's coming up, that just wanted to be mentioned. But yeah. Yep. Okay. I think we're ready to go ahead and get into some channeled messages, some readings here. I'm just filling it out. Discipline and consistency. Yes. Discipline, but with ease. Yes, the key word, right? Ease. More ease. Might just be because I like Pluto Mars energy, but does anyone else find today yummy? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like today does, like it feels good. To me today feels good. But yeah, I could absolutely feel that part of the collective where it's like some people could benefit from just a little bit of a refocus and a recalibration. I don't know why this is coming up. This is kind of interesting. Okay, I mean it's just like standard. Some of you may also be getting a little focused on other people. Oh, you know what? This might be the solar plexus stuff that I was tuning into. Because yeah, contained and like having your own energy and like boundaries kind of, but it's more about accountability that of your own focus and your own energy and how you're utilizing that and where your focus is at. Yeah, if other people are taking up your energy right now or your focus, it keeps feeling like being in it and not being aware that you're doing it. But again, this is probably why I need to speak on it. So it's like a, hey, hello, pay attention, right? How much of your thoughts and your energy and your actions are centered around other people right now versus yourself? And where's the balance there, right? So just a little self check-in for that. Okay. Yeah, because this, to me, this day really does feel like a day of getting in tune with our own creative energy. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. Getting in tune with our own creative energy and getting very balanced and prioritizing our desires and our actions and like how we're operating with between those two. That's how it feels to me. But that could, again, that could be easily lost if you're like caught up in the shadow of all this or the crunchiness, egoistic stuff of all this, um, or other people, or even like, you know, old narrative, like the old shit, like all that stuff could easily take away from that. Or if you're really caught up in Mercury right now, it's like if you're trying to like logic your way through things a lot or trying to like cross a lot of things off your list, it's like taking some time today, I think, is just going to be really beneficial for everybody to, again, to get very clear of, oh, wait a minute, did I forget what I actually want? Like, wait a minute. Did I lose my focus? Excuse me, on my intentions? Yeah. And all this new energy. That's how it feels. That's how it feels. I had a dream that was so powerful. It started my day with Zen, like I needed it. Good. I love when that happens. I love when I have dream time and I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm different, or something's different and something feels better. I love that. Love that. It's just like, it's just the best medicine sometimes. Sometimes I feel like spirit gets me sick because I have to hermit. Oh, absolutely that happens. That absolutely happens. Um, I'm debating if we even need a collective reading. I kind of just want to go into elements. I definitely don't have the bandwidth for signs this morning. Um, but yeah, actually, I don't think collective's necessary. Let's go ahead and just do elements today. Let's see, who are we starting with? Earth, air, fire, or water? It's interesting because the second I said that, like my crown got hit with a lot of energy and it was like, ooh, let me take a breath. A little bit of activation warning. Some of y'all may feel that. I'm going to start with fire just because fire's screaming at me here. Okay. Yeah, I am moving very slow today, but it feels very good. I gotta be honest, it feels amazing. I'm actually going to start with I was going to start with Energy Oracle, but no, they're saying archetype. Okay. I feel like it's been a hot minute since we had the archetypes out here. All right, guys. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Your hair looks beautiful. Thank you. I'm trying so hard to maintain it because you know, y'all know curly hair does what it wants, right? And it came out really nice. And I'm like, oh, I got to make this last. I've been trying to do my due diligence every night before I go to bed to make sure it lasts. But I don't know. Today might be the last day. We'll see. We'll see. My curly people know what I'm talking about. Like when that shit comes out cute, you got to figure out how to, you know, get some longevity out of that, you know? Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it. All right, fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm getting full energy with you, but not in the way I would expect. Like they're literally showing me like you're standing on the edge of a cliff here. To me, that screams threshold. And screams full, but it's not like, I don't feel a leaping happening. I feel more of a contemplation, fire signs. Maybe you're just taking in the moment. It does feel like you are being present here. Okay. Oh, don't worry. I got the timestamps today. Thank you, Barbie. I made sure to bring out my notebook. And it's also because I'm still getting things in order, right? That like, they're just little things that when you have your place in order, you don't have to think about. So because I don't have that, there are a lot of little things I need to like think about before like they get in order, you know? So I do have my notebook here. All right, anyway, fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. Any messages for my fire signs in this present moment? Any messages for their highest good? Ooh, we have the flame. Always reminds me of the sacred flame. And this is also some of the energy that we are alluding to, right? It's like desires versus actions, desires versus actions, desires versus actions. To refocus on that flame, to not lose connection or awareness of that flame, of what it is that we actually want. And again, how to operate from that in a balanced, healthy way, and for some, a new, evolved way. I keep feeling a lot about references to masculine energy, which again, Mars being retrograde, we are relearning some aspect of masculine energy for collectively, right? Can I get another card for my fire signs? I keep feeling like you're just contemplating, like you're literally at the threshold, you're on the edge of the cliff, and you're just sitting with that moment, is how it feels. Can I get a second card for my fire signs, please? For Aries, Leo, Sag. Ah, the Sustainer. That's interesting. Because the Sustainer is actually an energy that, in all of this energy that we're in right now, we are learning to not operate in as much, I want to say. The Sustainer speaks of the burden of maintaining shit. It's very physical, it's very active, it's not about presence necessarily. And I think this is why you're just kind of standing there, because I'm feeling like you are, like you're trying to calibrate these two. Yeah, it's like, I feel like the collective energy is coming through, which makes sense because Leo, right? Mars being in Leo is at the center of a lot of this. But that's what I'm feeling here. It's like, this is your desire. This is like how we want to operate from, or what we want to operate from and have intentions around, right? But the Sustainer is like the everyday, what you normally do, the go-tos, how to uphold your life. Again, very action forcing, almost like masculine kind of energy. And I feel like you're trying to reconcile these two, and you're just having a moment with it. And I do think sitting with that is the key, kind of what I was saying before. Like, they keep showing me the Four of Cups. We'll see if that comes out. But sitting with that is going to be key here. I know it's, oh, I could feel the resistance here about what I'm about to say. The allowance to relax a little on this. I'm not saying let go. I'm not saying don't do your responsibilities. I'm not saying that. We do have to be accountable to our own lives and maintaining our lives, absolutely. But there's something here that feels a little just like gripping, and to like loosen the grip a little bit, right? Loosen the grip, loosen the intensity of that, of how you're maintaining shit, and be a little bit malleable in how to maintain things, right? Like make room, make space. Oh, thank you. I forgot about that. They had mentioned that too in meditation before I went live with you guys. Part of working differently, devoting differently in this new energy, it's really just allowing for space, and it's allowing for time, right? And presence comes with that. Because if we allow space and we allow time for just like, for anything to happen, spontaneity of life, for our own inspiration, to not fill up our days from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., etc. If we allow a little breathing room energetically in that way, we can allow for things to actually naturally take a course that we otherwise would have been trying to control or trying to manipulate, because we've just been programmed to do so, right? And then you get to start to work in like in new energy and with new opportunities and new things, and even your own inspiration. So that's kind of what I'm getting here too with you, fire signs, is like allow for a little breathing room for your flame here. Okay. All right, let's go ahead with the energy oracle. All the decks that I use are linked below, by the way, if you are new and you are curious. Any other messages or insights from my fire signs? Feels very Rome wasn't built in a day, so just let it happen as it happens. Yeah, and that is working, right, and devoting through the feminine versus the masculine. Again, we've been heavily programmed in our society, and our society is set up to devote and work through a masculine way. This is more through a feminine way, or at least bringing more of that feminine energy into the fold, which is allowance and presence and receptivity and space, and surrender, right? It's not a full-on just sit and do nothing. That's like not what I'm getting at, right? It's like we just need to bring a little bit more of that feminine energy into how we're operating, leaning into Venus Pisces, and even the squares of Vesta and Haumea and the crunchiness that's coming up there. that energy that's getting burned away and transmuted and like disintegrated, which most of it has already happened, but there's still residual energy hanging out, and I can feel that. That is all about the stuff that has been prohibiting the collective and individuals in the collective from operating more in that feminine energy. Because it is about the rage and the anger and the hurt and the trauma of when we have attempted to operate that way, of being stopped, being suppressed, being violated, right? You can even think of it in terms of violating the feminine or violating someone's creative energy or their right to have that space, have that breathing room. So many ways you can look at this. So many ways. But Mars opposing Pluto, squaring Vesta Haumea, is absolutely about the dismantling and transmuting of all of that trauma, distortion, programming, along with all the deep, deep, deep emotions of those experiences that have programmed us to not operate in the feminine. Okay? Moving into Venus, leading into Venus, operating, devoting, working in this new energy, in this new way, is relearning how to do that, and it's reclaiming that right. Okay? Okay. Continuing. Any other messages or insights for my fire signs? And the human mind, it's like all this stuff is coming up. I must be stuck again. Right. And we're not. And we're not. That's the illusion. Yep, there it is. Blossoming abundance. Expansion. This is a card of expansion. And again, having that allowance and surrender allows for breathing room, and it does allow for things to open up, right? People talk about wanting abundance and expansion all the time, but it's not something you, it's like, right? It's not something that you force. It is, expansion is like, you want expansion, you need to match the energy of expansion. So what is expansion? It's, so how can you expand if you're constantly like this? You can't. You can't. It literally is the opposite of expansion. If you're holding, if you're forcing, if you're controlling, and you're right, and you're contracting like this, that literally fights expansion, right? So if you want to embody a certain experience in your life or energy, you have to match that energy in order to actually experience it, right? Anyway, blossoming abundance. So there's the breathing room. Anything else for my fire signs? And solar plexus wanted to creep out a little bit. Any other messages or insights for my fire signs? There it is. Allow. Rest and rejuvenation. How long have we been live? Like about 30 minutes or so. Did you not get a notification? So just a reminder, and again, sometimes YouTube is weird. But whatever device you're using, your device and your YouTube app, they both have to have notifications on. Because if it's on YouTube, but you have it off on your phone settings, you're not going to get the notification. So you got to make sure that your notifications are set to your liking on devices and the apps. It has to be both, whatever app you're using, okay? But coming back, rest and rejuvenation, this is a Four of Swords energy, and this, it's kind of actually Four of Cups too, which is what I was getting with you fire signs. This is the allowance. This is the giving in a little bit. This is the letting go a little bit. Right? So you are taking a moment here, fire signs, in that contemplation and in taking that space. Very nice. I literally just saying this to myself when it comes to spending money, like the cautious, but don't be scared to spend, because that holding and scarcity mindset can lead to unwanted experiences. Yeah, going into labor any day now. Oh, congratulations! And freaking out a bit. Oh, could totally understand that. I don't have any kids, but I totally get that. Yeah, financial constraints. The word constraints really jumping out at me here. This could obviously speak to financial issues in a more explicit way, but it is about that, like the lack and restriction and hardship and struggle, right? So this is you sitting with that, contemplating on the struggle of maintaining, right? And moving into that more expansive energy. And how to do that, again, is to surrender a little bit. Just hearing an interesting noise. Let me get a little sip of coffee and then we're going to continue. Okay. Let's go straight into tarot, actually. Suddenly I'm getting a pain in my back with you. Oh, jeez. Like, I want to stretch, but I'm a little too close to the camera to like do that effectively. Hold on. Woo. Fire signs. It almost makes me feel like you have been carrying too much, holding on to too much, doing too much. It's giving me Ten of Wands vibes. Yeah, the back, like my whole back is like freaking out now. Whew. Okay. Oh man. So when I sit to do these readings, I actually have like a meditation chair that I'm using, and it's very comfortable, but I'm like, oh my God, my whole back is like not happy in your energy all of a sudden. Some of you, this is related to your wings. Okay. For those who know, you know. But mostly I feel like this is literally the energy saying, yes, you have been holding too much. You've been trying too much or forcing too much, and to let go. Okay, a little bit, right? Just surrender, give a little breathing room, a little space. Tell me about blossoming abundance. Actually, no, we're going to look at rest and rejuvenation first. We're going to look at you learning to take this space, learning to create breathing room. Oh, interesting. Wow. Okay, Two of Cups coming out. Fire signs. Some of you, thank you. They're reminding me about the solar plexus. Okay. Some of you are taking space from a specific person. Some of you could be everybody, right? Because I was getting that solar message again that I mentioned before of like almost needing to recharge your solar, recharge your vitality, recharge you, on top of all of this as well. And so again, you could be taking space from people generally or from one person in particular. I also feel like this is representing you trying to bring in a little bit more of that feminine way and that feminine energy, right? Kind of more a union of self and how you're going about this, right? Two of Cups can also represent that in a general reading. Yeah, I don't feel like you're contemplating a relationship at all. I feel like if anything, you're taking space. And again, balancing more of your masculine way of being with your feminine. Can I get a second card with rest and rejuvenation for my fire signs? Three of Wands, beautiful. Oh, I love it. Some of you, there's a little magician energy going on here as you are learning to shift the energy, which is very magician-like, right? But Three of Wands is expectation, looking forward, but it's not a card of action, right? It's a card of allowance. It's a card of breathing room, and it's a card of anticipation. This is you slowing down your energy to allow for the emergence of that expansion. Okay. Yeah, I keep getting you are taking some space here, which feels very necessary, right? Let's look at what you're moving out of with the financial constraints here. Okay. Thank God for the back scratcher. I don't have one of those. Yes, it was like tensional. Yeah, I'm like, my whole back is like, all of a sudden. Queen of Wands coming out on financial constraints. So what's been happening as we've been restricting, trying to maintain, trying to force, trying to sustain? Queen of Wands has been restricted. Passion's been restricted. Desires have been restricted, right? This also is a little magician-like because Queen of Wands is like the card of the mystic, right? Or the card of the witch or the energy worker, if you will. It's someone who knows how to be in flow of energy and work with energy in the way that you are learning and embodying right now. But your Queen of Wands energy has been restricted. I also want to say your ability to attract in or like magnetize. Oh, fire signs. I don't know if some of you guys have been going through a little bit of like a sexual rut or like a dating rut. Some of you guys may have been feeling not as attractive maybe, or going through a little period like that. It's because of this like doing and holding and restrict, it's because of all of that contracted energy. You need to expand a little bit, which means you need to, right? As all what we've been saying, I don't want to beat a dead horse here with all these words. Can I get a second card with financial constraints? For those who are taking space from a specific relationship, you have probably been feeling like you've been holding up the relationship, like you've been doing all the work. There you are, Magician. I know we don't really need the cards, but the cards are fun, right? When they match up with everything we're channeling. Yeah. Again, that expansive magician-like energy, that is what has been getting a little starved out for you by maintaining shit too much and forcing shit too much and restricting things so much. And you are definitely leaning back into that. You're definitely leaning back into that. Yeah, I keep getting, if you're taking space from a person, some of you could have been vampiric. You would know if that's the case. But if anything, I just feel like the connection, if you are taking space from somebody, was suffocating. And I want to say you were probably doing all the work. Let's look at blossoming abundance. Let's look at the expansion. Ooh, Empress on the bottom. That's a good sign. Oh, that was fast. Knight of Wands. That is action. That is freedom. That's a lot of fire. That's a lot of energy. Talk about expansion, right? That's a lot of space to be moving around energetically. It just feels like the fire being ablaze, right? The flame being ablaze. Tell me more about blossoming abundance for my fire signs. Yeah, very cool. Ace of Swords coming through. So again, it's just confirming what I was already getting with you. Also with this energy, with the expansion that's taking place, is the clarity that I was mentioning for the collective as well, right? If we allow for space and breathing room and a little presence and taking a little time for ourselves and not in this kind of energy, and we just give space, right? We can get very clear on our desires. We can get very clear on how to actually balance and work with our desires and put it into action in a way that facilitates continued expansion and ease. But it requires us, right, to lean into the feminine energy to do that. Okay? Very nice, fire signs. Very nice. I'm going to get a little Kipper Lenormand action going here so we can get more specifics for my fire signs, because a lot of this feels very collective. But again, Mars being in Leo is a huge part of the collective energy right now, so I'm not shocked it's coming through like this in your reading. Let's look at the Queen of Wands and Magician with financial constraints. So we have family room. So for some of you, this like burden, the overworking or trying to maintain has been for the sake of family or your domestic life, I want to say. Family room is also a timeline card, I believe 2 weeks to a month. So something from like the last month of time, you've probably been stressed out by, I want to say. And it feels like something very close to you, like family, your domestic life. Domestic life is coming through very strongly there. Can I get another one, please? Comfort. You've been wanting more comfort. Yeah, okay, there it is. You've been wanting more comfort and support. That is also the feminine screaming, saying, hey, please stop restricting me. Okay, please stop overworking me. Please allow me to just be. That's the feminine screaming that in the collective and individually. But that's something that just came through. You've been wanting comfort and support. And you're realizing to make that happen, you have to shift to allow for that to happen. I keep missing it. People keep coming in my office like I'm at work or something. Need a little do not disturb sign on, you know? Okay, sorry, I gotta stop for a second. A little story time. That was something that really upset me a lot when I used to work in corporate land. Like the no boundaries. Like the no boundaries of your time and your space and like what you're working on or what you're focusing on, and just the like coming in because someone just needs something, so you must like rise to the occasion to their need, like, oh, I hated that. I was like, I got my own shit going on right now. Anyway, sorry, that flashed me back, man. Oh, okay. Financial constraints, Queen of Wands and Magician. And for someone like me who already like is sensitive to energy, and I'm also neurodivergent, like that was not conducive for me to be an effective employee. Okay, anyway, financial constraints, Queen of Wands and Magician. Yeah. Wow. Oh, that's actually making me a little sad. So we have family room, distant horizons, and toil and labor. So again, you're reclaiming this, you're leaning back into this because you haven't had the space to. Again, work, domestic life, relationships is like what's being highlighted here in relation to that restriction. But with distant horizons is a feeling of like fantasy. It's also feeling like something is so far away or like so void in your life. And then toil and labor is a card of scarcity, but feminine scarcity specifically, which is exactly what we're talking about, overworking the feminine, not allowing our own feminine energy to do what it naturally wants to do, which is allow for expansion and just allow for presence, and allow for balance. So I'm seeing that. It's like I'm seeing this yearning for comfort, yearning for support, yearning for ease, but feeling like you're trapped. And this is where you've been at. But again, you're working through this, you're transmuting this, you're moving out of this. You're learning how to anyway. But let's go ahead and look at you actually taking that space. Taking that space, taking that time, taking the allowance to actually allow for that expansion to take place. Okay? Even if it means you have to distance yourself from someone or someone's. Thoughts, contemplation. We kind of knew that was part of it. Oh, masculine energy with the Ace of Cups. So kind of what I was saying before, right? It's like you've been really operating the masculine. We all have as a collective, right? But this is you acknowledging that, like, how have I been taking action? How have I been using my energy? Is there a different way to be utilizing my energy? And it is by going within. It's interesting too, because in the thoughts card, there's a feminine face there in the contemplation. So contemplating again your own needs of comfort and support and rest, right? Yeah, and then we have the fish with the King of Pentacles. So this is a card of emotion and it's a card of money because it's a card that represents the flow of energy that also feeds us, right? So emotions and abundance slash money, currency. That's why the King of Pentacles is here, okay? It's almost like where has the what's the phrase that's coming through here? The water of life, like where has the water of life been for you in the context of all of this? Like the flow of abundance, the flow of emotional nourishment, right? Even just feeling functional, even just feeling like, yeah, you're in flow. But again, money and emotions, money and emotions, money and emotions. Some of you, this is absolutely, has impacted your finances. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling strong money there. Really strong money there. But it is about the nourishment, the physical nourishment and the emotional nourishment. How to be abundant in that, how to be like swimming in that physical and emotional nourishment, which is tied into what you want, your actual desires here. Okay. I want to get one more for this. I'm starting to feel like, again, for those who have taken space from someone or people, I'm starting to feel that energy a little bit. Ooh, come back. We have the Whip. That was really quick with the Knight of Wands. And then we have Mature Man. The Whip is interesting because the Whip speaks to kind of like a Knight of Wands energy, which is like passion and heat, but it's also a card of anger. It's also a card of anger. It can be a card of lashing out. It can also be a card of frustration. It can also be a card of like wanting to cut things away. And then here again, masculine energy. Some of you are going to realize that there is some patterning in terms of, I want to say, authority figures that's wrapped up in this for you. Okay. of why it's been difficult for you to operate in the feminine a little bit more and give yourself permission and allowance to rest and take care of yourself and find your own natural flow to things, right? Some of you that you're going to equate that to society, some of you guys are going to equate that to your own relationship experiences, but I'm getting authority figures with mature man more than like men, just authority figures. Yeah, and I feel the anger there too. I definitely feel the anger there too. Okay. Let's move on to you being clear about what you want and allowing for the expansion to happen in relation to what you want. Oh, I'm excited. Let's see. For my fire signs for Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, nice. We've got the tree of life with the 7 of Cups. This can represent health. This can represent family. This can represent ascension and spiritual development. It can also represent your own legacy of the seeds that you're planting and what you want to grow. Your own personal tree of your life and the fruits you want it on, how tall you want it to be, all of your own making. It's like, yeah, I feel like this is literally representing the longevity and health of the life that you are wanting for yourself. And the state of your tree. Some of you are realizing that your tree has been kind of neglected. Oh, I never even noticed the birds in there. Oh, there's 3 birds in there. I never even noticed that before, which screams communication to me, but also, you know, clarity of mind. Some of you are going to be prompted into initiating very specific conversations here. Some of you it is for the purpose of learning, but I also feel the to deepen certain relationships that can help you with your tree, that support your tree. Again, nourishment, nourishing your tree. Fire signs. That's nice. It's nice. I like it. Anything else for this expansion for fire signs? Oh, we have snake with the Queen of Wands. Sometimes snake can be shady shit, right? Sometimes snake can be treachery, you know, temptation, but it can also be passion. I'm feeling quite a few things actually. So remember what I was getting? It's like how your tree has been neglected, maybe even a little sickly. Some of you are, again, some of you, this is also why the conversations need to happen, because some of you need to weed out some bad apples, so to speak, from your tree of life. Again, encompassing your life, okay? And the people who are part of that. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, some of you need to weed out some bad apples that are restricting your tree's ability to grow. Okay, but this is absolutely that Queen of Wands energy that we're talking about, that you are also learning to make space for and embody. And I can feel your passion there too. I'm getting Lilith energy with that. Some of you may be drawn to learn more about Lilith or Eve. Lilith and Eve, I want to say. Lilith, Eve, and Adam. Okay, I'll just throw all of them in there. Some of you guys are wanting to learn more about that. I'm getting strong, like, biblical stuff. Really strong biblical vibes. Like, literally the forbidden fruit on the tree and the snake, like, literally is right here. That's interesting. Whoa. Sorry. I always forget the name of that Claire. The smell? The scent one where you, like, smell shit. I just got the strongest wave of like fishy seafood, and it just threw me because I was like, what? Like, that is not a smell that is close to me right now. How weird. Yeah, getting rid of some bad apples on your tree, okay? Because I was also about to say, it does feel like as you are learning to embody that Queen of Wands energy again and make space for that aspect of you again, there's also a little bit of dark feminine energy going on there too that feels very necessary to do that and to pull that off. And that fishy smell, that was so weird. I'm still kind of grossed out by it. Sorry. It's interesting how like that particular Claire works, because sometimes it's the smells that come through are just to hint at something not good necessarily. I feel like you got some energies that are specifically some funky feminine energies. I'll say it that way. Funky feminine energies, regardless of gender, but funky feminine, okay? That you need to not have on your tree, okay? that smell, it made me a little nauseous. Um, and it even like, cause it, see like fishy smell, it's like we were focusing on this a lot on the fish card and your nourishment. Yeah. So just getting rid of bad apples that take away from your own ability to nourish yourself. Okay. Oh, oh. I'll get one final card on your expansion here. Oh, well, look at that. Community. Yeah, you're cleaning up your tree here. Leaving the good apples, getting rid of the bad fishy ones, apparently. Yeah, and you're being very intentional about it. You're being very intentional about it. Can I get one final card? Actually, one more. Just one more, and then we're going to move on to another element. Yep, journey. The journey card is about travel, and it's about changes and closing cycles and opening new cycles. You're cleaning house on people are in your life. There's no doubt about that. Especially, again, like being brought back to the family room card. This was the first card coming out in relation to how you have been overworking or overburdened or giving too much energy, right? In a way where your feminine's been neglected. You haven't allowed for self-care. You haven't allowed for space. You haven't allowed for time for you, for your desires and your truth and what you need and what you want. And for some of you, this is absolutely tied to chosen and or bio family, but it's like, it's people that you just have catered to quite a bit and who are close to you. This indicates closeness and intimacy. Okay. So these are not acquaintances. Even if they're coworkers, they probably are like work husbands, work spouses, people like that, partners. Sugarly, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're cleaning house and you need to. You need to. Wow. All right, let's move on. All right, who's going next here? Earth, air, or water? Earth. We're going with Earth. Okay. Ooh, that was a long reading. That's like almost 40 minutes. Maybe it's just how it's going today. Earth signs. Earth signs. How are my earthykins doing? My left eye just did something weird. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Your energy feels like it's building. I'm feeling like a rise of your vitality. So you guys are working out. I mean, January. A lot of people are working out in January and then don't the rest of the year. It's kind of normal. Yeah, it's like something with your energy is like rising, building. Just feels like there's more energy that you can work with at this time. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Any message? Cats are coming up pretty big. You could just be drawn to cats at this time or working with certain feline deities. Maybe you adopted a cat. I'm getting like ginger cats specifically. Am I taking these? Yes. Okay. Ooh. Higher signs. Oh, it's gonna be a good reading. The Creator. So in this deck, there are 3 cards that are like akin to each other. The Sustainer, which came up in fire signs, the Creator, and then the Destroyer. And you have the Creator, which is by far the best one. This is usually indicating some sort of beginning of like a burst of energy, almost like birthing, if you will. But it's like it's an expanded, radiant life, creativity, just, yeah, kind of energy, which is what I was feeling with you. Like you've got more energy that you're working with or working from. Feels very good. And then we have the Mentor, and then we have the Vow. Some of you guys are definitely learning a new skill or a new hobby. I'm getting that with the Mentor and the Creator. Pacing. Some of y'all are learning how to pace yourself and not overdo it with this new energy that you have. I feel like you're like actively creating something, okay? Or you're just inspired right now and you're just running with it and you feel really good. With the Vow coming out though, there is going to be a choice of dedication. God, the visuals here are crazy, right? Because like, here, so you can really see it all. Look at all the bursts of energy that are happening with you, earth signs. And then we also have the owl here, usually an indication of being guided or learning. And then we also have another bird highlighting cycles and highlighting commitment. But I keep feeling like something is taking off with you internally, and it feels amazing, and it just feels like it's the right time. I'm hearing a long time coming. And not only are you running with it, but I feel like you are also realizing how you want to devote yourself to using this energy for something purposeful, something intentional, is how this is feeling. With mentor and vow, there's also this feeling of being committed to learning something new for the long term, like going back to school or getting a certificate or apprenticing, you know, something like that. Like, again, new is really highlighted here. Some of you could be taking on a mentor role, but I feel like you're the one who's getting in new energy, and new commitments are coming in for you because of that. Oh, earth signs. Sorry, I'm getting so excited. This feels like a long time coming. I feel like this is energy you've been craving. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just so exciting. I'm not sorry. It's bomb. It's bomb. Partnerships may be born out of this for you. Yeah, collaborate. I just keep getting new commitments. New commitments, but it's commitments that are tied to your own inspiration and your own creative force. Some of you, this is going to involve career changes, projects. It's exciting. This is why I felt the like of energy with you. This is exciting. Okay. All right. Let's pull from the energy oracle for you. For Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. One more. Any other messages or insights from my earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Interesting. So you have financial constraints as well. Again, I think you're rising out of this energy just like fire signs in your own way. Anything else from my earth signs? Oh, yeah, you are. Okay. If we were to pull the animal cards, I bet Phoenix would come out. This is a Phoenix rising or a Kundalini rising. But the root chakra with Archangel Michael. I'm like, I don't know why I'm feeling like, I'm feeling like giddy. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling a little nervous. Some of you, there's a little sexual arousal going on. This is just a lot of energy is what it is. You're rising from the root up. You're rising from the root up. Threes may be significant for you. Can I get a third card for my earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo. Oh my God, you're so rising. Temple path on the bottom as well. So we have the sun coming out here. Wow. Talk about a rise, man. Financial constraints, root chakra to the sun. I want to say you're flying directly up into the sun. Like, yeah. And a lot of it just feels really, really new. Really new. New interests, new opportunities, new relationships. Like, that's what this feels like to me. Some of you guys could have been doing a lot of root work and dealing with your sense of safety, physical safety, financial safety is coming through as well. And this is the result of your hard work. This is the result of your hard work. The card on the bottom, Temple Path, is indicative of being on the right path for you, for a sense of alignment, to happy oh my God, to happy family, 10 of Cups, good times, repairing of the heart chakra and heart space as well. I mean, earth signs, this is bomb, man. This is bomb. Threes and ones. Threes and ones can be very significant for you. I just want to sit with this for a minute before we continue. Earth signs, some of you guys may have felt like you've been on the wrong course. This is something that I'm getting with you. Like you've been on the wrong path or you've been lost. I want to say these are perceptions. I don't ever believe that we're off the path. I don't ever believe that, because you can't ever be off the path. You're living life. Living life is being on the path, right? And the path is made up of whatever choices you want to make. I think you can get to certain edges of things, certain thresholds of experiences. Like, I do believe that, but I don't think you could ever be off the path. But I think some of you guys have been struggling with that feeling, or yeah, like feeling lost, feeling off the path, needing a course correction, feeling stuck, feeling like you've been having a lot of struggle or loss, like you couldn't catch a break. That is totally shifting. That is totally shifting. Mm. Okay, now let's pull some cards. I just wanted to sit with it for a minute. Ooh. So you guys can be working with Archangel Michael specifically. Some of you guys are working with Horus. Horus is like, don't forget I'm here. I see you. Okay. Some of you have been afraid. Something I'm just getting with this energy. So again, similar to the collective energy and the fire signs as well, I feel like some of you guys have been trying really hard to push through, very earth sign, and not being willing to try new things. This is all about the new for you, earth signs. Not being willing to try new things, not being willing to try different paths or different options. Almost like out of fear that if you were, it'd be harder or you would lose more, is what I'm gathering. But your perspective on this is changing, especially with the root chakra being here, because that's playing off of your fears of safety and your fears of not having enough or not being okay physically or materially. It's like very physical for you, like literally physical safety or material financial safety. And while you have been having a hard time, you've been worried about even shaking that up for fear of a worse time, is what I'm getting. But as you've been working on this is part of the work you've needed to do to rise out of that energy, because the key for you is new things, new people, new environments, new projects. Like that is the key for you. That's something you have been needing to do and you've been afraid to do it. All right. Yeah. 7 of Swords at the bottom. Financial constraints. Well, wow. Ace of Cups in the World coming out immediately with financial constraints. The fact that the World is here is also very indicative to me of how emphasized the new is for you, okay? And how necessary the new is for you. And the Ace of Cups being here. The Ace of Cups to me represents the soul, the heart, having a new emotional experience or a new relationship with our own emotions, a new relationship with the self. And of course other people, because it does represent love. But the World, I mean, this is closing karmic lessons, closing cycles of hardship and struggle. But that's like, I keep getting, it's like it's been a choice for you. You've had to really see how vital the new energy, new things, new people, environments, etc., has been vital for you to get out of this. Some of you, it's not that the well has run dry. I don't want to say that. It's how the phrase was coming through to me. Whatever well you've been operating from, right? It's not that it's run dry. It's you need to work you need to pull from a different well, a different source. Some of you, this is emotional. Some of you, it's your inspiration. Some of you, it's your career. You wouldn't know how this translates for you, but the new has been crucial for you to embrace. Can I get one other card for the financial constraints, please? For those where this is about career, your heart may not have been in your career anymore, or like you may have like lost oomph there for you. You got 2 more. Oh, 6 of Pentacles and the Chariot. Exchange is coming through with the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles can be charity, gift giving. It can be a generous energy. It can be a card of balance, but it usually involves other people. Chariot, also a card of balance and elevation and ascension and movement. Oh, this is interesting. Some of you have been needing to be open to other people being a part of this newness for you, like their help, their advice, their insight. which makes sense, right? Hold on a second. Let me get the cards back up here. Come here. Right? Especially with mentor being here. That is a card of assistance, or being led, or being guided, or being helped or supported in some way. Some of you being of service is part of this as well, or sharing is part of this. Some of you, that can even be as far as like charity or volunteer work. Doesn't have to be, but the newness, this new chapter for you, this rising from the root, it's not a solo thing. And that's made very clear here. It's not a solo experience for you. And I think that maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why you've been struggling to be open to that. Because you've been needing to work on the heart space. You've been needing to work on trust and vulnerability, to be able to have balanced exchanges with people, to embrace them and embrace what comes with that, to embrace the new. I know it's cliche. Are you in my head? I'm just in the collective energy right now. Yeah. Yeah. Earth signs. This is yeah. I feel like you have gone through a recent like heart opening or healing or calibration purging of some kind. And that has been crucial to you being open to this new energy. Because again, it comes down to safety with the root chakra for you. So heart and root are being really emphasized for you. Okay. Let's look at the root chakra. Tell me about the root chakra for my earth signs. Queen of Pentacles, Cappy, so very earth sign, right? This is usually a card of feeling like you have all that you need, that you are taken care of materially. But that's because it's tied to the root and your sense of safety in that. Yeah, I almost want to say like you've been more like this, but this is part of your shift, right? So fire signs shift was a little different, of like the allowance of feminine. It's interesting because they had Queen of Wands for fire and you have Queen of Pentacles for earth, right? So again, the feminine coming in here. This is the energy that you actually have been needing to calibrate and to calibrate and make room for, make space for. But I want to say it's a shift of your belief, actually, of your belief and your perspective on how safe or not safe you actually are in the body and materially, financially. Some of you guys, that's definitely coincided with working on some mama wounding. Okay. Mama wounding, and like I keep getting money with you, which is not a shock. But your relationship to money and how you view money. So, do I even really want to say that? Something else that's coming through, take it as it resonates. It's not for everybody. And if this triggers you, that's not my intention. But with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, energy that you're moving out of and you're calibrating, something else that I am getting is opportunistic relationships. Whether you've been the one who has actually been getting into relationships for opportunistic things, or people have been taking advantage of you. Okay. Like there's contemplation on resources and what you have, and then like how much you're holding versus sharing, and how much has been taken, or is it safe? Like, you know, all of like these kinds of narratives going on here. So much root work, so much root work. Some of you guys are working with your ancestors as well. Again, mama wounding coming up with that. And being taken care of. I feel like there's also been some recalibrating and shifting of your beliefs and your narratives around what it means to be taken care of, what that even means, right? And how you take care of yourself versus how other people may or may not take care of you, and what's healthy about that, what's not healthy about that. Again, imbalanced opportunistic relationships are kind of coming through there, or greediness, or even, being too attached to the material plane even. Oh, yeah. For some of you, there is an over attachment to material security. But again, that's because of the attaching to it because it makes you feel safe, right? Some of you guys, there's some shopping addictions going on here. I'm getting a little bit of devil energy. Doesn't have to just be shopping. Could even be like overeating. It's like I keep getting like material, like spending too much money, overindulging in your senses with the body, coping. Yeah, because again, you haven't felt safe. So some guys have been dealing with addictions. Wow, there's a lot going on with that one card. All right. Whew. Okay. Root chakra. Can I get another card for the root chakra? Yep, there it is. My card of the patterns. Six of Cups. This is childhood. This is family patterns. This is the energy of the soul. It's Scorpio energy and also soul contracts. Yeah, this is you reflecting on your patterns and your history of physical and or material financial security, especially in terms of relationships and how that's impacted your ability to feel safe in the body or safe with your finances. Some of you safe with your house or housing. Can I get a third card, please? Oh, yep, there it is. Eight of Swords. Fear. Fear and trappings of the mind because of that Six of Cups energy and the way we've already spoken about. But what's beautiful is we do have the Six of Swords. This is you making peace with that and you getting very clear on that Eight of Swords influence of your life experience, right? Of how relationships have impacted your ability to feel safe in the body or safe financially or safe in the home. Ooh, deep stuff. Deep stuff, Earth signs. Deep stuff. But again, you're being liberated from that. But you're the one doing the work. You're the one doing the work. So similar to fire signs, I do feel like some of you have actually been entrapped in like certain types of relationships that have played on these patterns. You'll know how that applies to you, but this is also you moving on from that. Okay? All right, let's look at your rising. Let's look at that in the sun energy. Let's look at you taking off here, okay? Tell me about the sun. Tell me about the sun for my earth signs. Okay. Four of Cups. This is a card of contemplation, meditation, sometimes disassociation and apathy. You're contemplating the Ace, right? So I feel like this is highlighting your heart healing, actually, that I was getting with you, that is tied to all of that Six of Cups energy, the physical vessel safety and the material financial safety. Yeah, I feel the heart healing happening with the Four of Cups. Again, we're clarifying the sun. Some of you definitely benefit from taking space while you are doing this heart healing. Four of Swords is at the bottom as well. Tell me more about the sun for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Cappy. Lovers. Relationships and alignment and choice. Feeling that heartache a little bit here. Yeah, I just feel like this is literally highlighting your process of heart healing and dealing with that Six of Cups stuff that we talked about. Lovers, I feel like is highlighting alignment for you and making big life decisions. Again, part of this rise into the new energy for you involves other people, being open to other people. And some of you, this is just coinciding with major life decisions. Like some of you, this is like career change, move, commitment, things like that. Things like that. There's something else going on here with the lovers, though. What is this? I don't really like the term higher self, but I feel a little bit of working with almost like maybe a future self version of you. Oh, I just got dizzy when I said that. Yeah, I take that. Oh, take that as confirmation. In this heart healing and dealing with that Six of Cups energy and embracing the new energy and embracing people again, because you're doing that heart healing or going through that, you are merging with a different version of you, okay? You're merging with a different version of you. You could say higher self. I like the term multidimensional version of self, a future self, an elevated self, an evolved self. But I feel a merging happening there. Can I get another card for the sun? Ooh, Judgment on the bottom. It's got the chills on that. Can I get another card for the sun for my earth signs? Yeah, Four of Swords trying to come out again. It's interesting for the Lovers to be sandwiched between the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. There's so much Crown energy right now. Activation warning, okay? So much Crown energy right now. They're just highlighting merging. So yes, part of this rise is you merging into a new version of you, uniting with a different version of you. Something else that's coming through here, because like I mentioned, other people are part of this new energy for you. And with the Mentor card coming out, right? Sorry, I wish I had 8 hands here. With the Mentor card coming out and the vow with commitments and devoting this new energy to something purposeful, intentional, as you are merging into that new energy and that version of you, you're also aligning to people on that timeline. And some of you, there is like a, I want to say like a, okay, this is a woo-woo thing. I'm just putting it out there. I almost want to say there is like a merging or meeting that's happening in dream time or the astral or the realms, if you will, with someone on that timeline. But I want to say it's somebody who is significant here to this new energy for you. Can I get one final card for that? It's very funky energy on this one. While the heart healing is happening, I see a lot of rest. A lot of rest. If it hasn't happened already, I think a lot of you it has. But if it hasn't happened already, I see a lot of rest. Can I get one more card for the Sun? Yep, leading to victory. 6 of Wands. Leading to victory, recognition, elevation, which we already knew. Okay, let's get a little Kipper Lenormand cards going here. Let's look at the root. Let's look at the root again. Probably just get confirmation as we do, but let's look at the root. We have the Messenger with the 9 of Cups. That's interesting. I did not expect that. This is kind of like night, like K-N-I-G-H-T, night energy in tarot. It's movement and communication in relation to desire and wish fulfillment. Oh, the feminine. Oh, sorry, YouTube. Feminine. Keep forgetting that thing. With the Ace of Swords here. Something that prompts you to do this root work is some form of communication. Yeah, that's interesting. Something that prompts this root work, this heart work, is some form of communication. And I feel this yearning from you too, Earth signs. Oh man, the Bear. With the 10 of Wands, Bear can be a card of strength and stamina and protection and resilience. But there's a shadow to that too. There's a shadow to that too. I felt this overburdened energy when the Bear came out. And I normally love this card, but I felt like a weight and a being held back and a sense of restriction, because I feel like there's a yearning that you have just deep within you to get up, go, get out there. And it's almost like that 6 of Cups energy is keeping you stuck. Almost like it's creating the bear. It's so weird. It like literally feels like the bear is like a weight on you, is how it feels. 6 of Cups can also be past life energy. I'm starting to feel like these patterns, right? The physical safety, the financial material safety, the fears around that, the insecurities around that. Some of you guys, that actually goes way back beyond this lifetime. And some of you, that is an ancestral patterning, okay? That's kind of what I'm feeling. It's like an inexplicable weight of being held back. And it's like, there's no reason that should be there. There's no like logical reason that should be there. which to me screams past life or ancestral patterning. Yeah, I want to say like the rider, the messenger, that is you wanting to like get up and get out and get into new energy and fulfill your desires, fulfill your heart. But the bear keeps you trapped. Tell me more about the bear. Can I get a card for the bear here? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't know if you guys saw that explosion. Interesting. We have the bouquet with the birds and the bridge. The bridge indicates a needing to cross thresholds or move past difficulty, is usually indicated by the bridge here. Birds is communication and information, and this is about beauty and or a gift with the Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords and Seven of Pentacles. And this is clarifying the bear. It's interesting because this feels almost like encouragement. Encouragement to cross the bridge. Encouragement to cross the bridge, to cross the threshold. To remind you of the bouquet, remind you of flowers. Bouquet and flowers, that's beauty, that's a gift. Wow, earth signs. This freaking heart root work that you're doing or have done. Oh man, not easy. Not easy at all. The encouragement and reminder of the beauty of what I'm getting here is like the reminder of gratitude. The reminder that you are a gift as well, and that you carry lightness, you carry beauty, you have something to offer. There's other things out there for you other than what you have experienced. That's what this reminder is. But the bear just feels like it's literally standing in your way. Some of you, this actually represents dynamics you've had with people. And I to be honest, I'm getting strong mother energy, like mother figure, like overburdened mother figure, because I'm just getting like a cage-like imprisonment here. And this is your encouragement to cross the bridge away from that energy, away from that line of thinking, away from those feelings. But I want to say it's like ancestral and or past life, which is why it feels so heavy. Okay. All right. Well, that being said, let's look at the sun over here. Let's look at some of the heart healing that's happening and the merging that's happening for you into this new timeline and version of self, and with new people too. Ooh, the compass. We love it. The compass is about heading in the right direction, or a direction, a certain direction. It's kind of one of my North Node cards in this deck. Ooh, the Tower with the Six of Swords. The Tower can be like what do you call it? Kind of like Hierophant energy. It can speak of contracts, institution. It can also speak of isolation. This is about moving out of isolation. Even the bear feels like it's isolating you. It is so weird. I like never feel that with this. The bear is isolating you. Spirit's saying, yeah, it's like we need to move out of isolation. We also need to move out of the standard way of operating, which to me, I'm looking at you and it looks like you have been riding solo dolo, okay? But in a way that has been burdensome, and in a way where you have felt like you've needed something else. You've needed more breathing room. You've needed more freedom. And it hasn't been fulfilling. Tell me more about the sun. We have unexpected income. Yeah, again, it's this feeling of like, just get out, just cross the bridge, cross the threshold, get into that new energy. Again, after working on the heart and the root and all that stuff, because what's on the other side is something very pleasant, pleasantly unexpected. One more for the sun, please. One more. Yeah. The other feminine card with the Ace of Swords holding a rose. The other one was not holding a rose. This one is. I often look at this one as a little bit more wizened, a little older, a little bit more mature. And especially with the rose, she also holds love and connection to divinity. It's almost like reclaimed your heart a little bit here, reclaimed you in this. Yeah, if you do the heart work and the root work, what's on the other side is honest, not to sound dramatic, but beyond what you could even imagine is what I'm getting as far as your own growth, the emotional experience you can have. Some of you are going to have connections and relationships you never thought you'd be able to pull off. We have main male on the bottom as well. Ooh, main male and wealthy man. Yeah. All right, briefly, very briefly, I want to look at all of this. The world, Ace of Cups, Chariot, and the Six of Pentacles. That is about the new energy and the exchanges happening, just briefly, and then we're going to move on to another element. It is a risk. The dice coming out, it is a risk. We need, yeah. What did I say? A more mature you, mature woman coming out here. Ah, wow, yeah. Sudden wealth. Can I get one more? Permanence with the anchor. Nine of Swords. The anchor is about permanence, long-term, and also commitments. It stops looking like a risk when you know there's no other option. Very true. Very true. It's very Saturn Cappy mind way of thinking, or way of looking at it. So like I said, yes, this is difficult. It's incredibly difficult, but the payoff is amazing. There's a permanence of abundance and stability here. And also this is you clearly growing as a result of this. Okay. Very nice. Very, very nice, Earth signs. The birds are going crazy outside right now. All right, let's move on. Okay. Who do we have left? Air and water. I'm just watching them. They're kind of cracking me up a little bit. Okay. Ooh. Air or water? Air or water? Air or water? Oh, we're going with air signs. I know water signs. You go last a lot. It just is what it is. Oh! Okay. I can't even lie. Like, maybe a good 3 dozen birds. Just like a big flock of them. Oh! Divine Rose Garden. Thank you so much for the 1111. Thank you. This is a personal reading, speaking right to me. Virgo rising, Sun and Aries, Pisces moon. Oh, you're welcome. Happy to support. Oh, I love that I can like look out and see things now. I couldn't totally do that as much before. Anyway, sorry. Okay. Coming back. All right, air signs. Of course, before we get into air signs, the birds are going crazy. All right. Was the fire signs you did just now? No, that they were first. We did fire first. Okay. Air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh, they're telling me slow down. Okay. Oh, air signs. I'm feeling a lot of hip pain with you. Meh. That says sacral and root to me. The hips can hold on to a lot of energy, a lot of emotional energy. Are you needing to process some stuff, air signs? Are you? You may be. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, they're showing me a vase. I want to say there's a lot going on about holding. Okay, air signs. Gemini, Libra's really standing out a lot amongst the 3. Just want to emphasize that. Like when I'm saying Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I'm seeing the words and it's like Libra's like all caps compared to Gemini and Aquarius. Which Chiron is still opposing Lilith in Libra. Which is a thing, you know, for obvious reasons. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doves may be significant to you. Doves to me represent peace. Yeah. Peaceful communications. Oh. Air signs, we have the unseen with the eye. Some of you may be getting visions. Some of you guys may have some third eye energy coming through here. The dove, they keep highlighting the dove, and I want to say peaceful communications. Peaceful communication, peaceful communication. Oh, this is interesting. So take this as it resonates. What are the words I want to use here? I feel like you are seeing a lot of truth about a situation, about what you've been ignoring. Okay? I know we don't love to hear that, but that's literally what I'm getting. You're seeing something you've been actively trying to ignore. It could be, I'm getting the feeling like it is like within another person, like you've been trying not to see something about a person. Some of you it is about yourself. But you have been trying to ignore this, which is weird. But you can't ignore this anymore. And it's in your face. And it's in your face. But I want to say it can facilitate peaceful communication or peaceful negotiation. This may be why Libra is being so highlighted. We have 3 here. We have the river. Wait, the image always throws me. The river and the bardo. Both of these energies kind of speak to transitions, right? Moving through portals, moving from A to B, being in flux, being in flow. Yeah, whatever you have been ignoring, it's blatant, it's obvious, it's in your face, but it's allowing for something to shift. It's allowing for something to flow. And I want to say peaceful negotiations are going to be a part of this, okay? Again, some of you, it's something about yourself. Some of you, it's about something about someone else. Some of you, it's about your own situation. Oh, the desert. Interesting. When the desert comes out, it does speak of being in a place or a situation that feels hard and feels like a struggle, but it's showing you something you wouldn't see otherwise. It literally speaks of that. Literally speaks of that. This is going to be interesting, air signs. Let's get into it. Okay. I gotta be honest. Some of you, this is confronting, like shadow and distortion. Some of you guys, is absolutely what it is, and taking accountability for that. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Any messages or insights for my air signs here? Wow, can't even make this shit up. The third eye, the ajna. What did I say? Seeing what you were ignoring before. Could even be seeing what you couldn't see. I feel like there has been an active denial, though. I gotta be honest with what I feel. I feel like there has been an active avoidance of looking at something. You can't not see it. Can't not see it. With Archangel Metatron, the Ajna chakra, the third eye, very present here. Okay. Third eye was on fire last night. Oh, well, there it is. Any other messages or insights for my air signs? Yeah, I really want to say like peace is going to be the result, which is great. We love that, right? Can't go wrong with peace. The Temple Path. So I kind of alluded to this card in, I don't remember if it was Earth or Fire. I think it was Earth. The Temple Path is walking a path that you feel highly aligned to, or like highest timeline sort of a deal. But this is seeing very clearly the balanced, harmonious, peaceful direction, okay, in your current situation. The Temple Path can also be one that is ordained by Spirit as well. Like high level of approval, etc. It's, you know, so to speak. Can I get a third one? This is what you haven't been wanting to see, or you've been denying it, or couldn't see. And I knew it was shadowy. I knew it. I knew it was freaking shadowy, man. Envy. Community on the bottom. Oh. Don't love these reads, but they are what they are. You haven't wanted to see this, and now you can't stop seeing it. About you, about someone else. The fact that we have community on the bottom tells me other people are involved in this, or Even if it's about you, other people have been affected in some way. Or if it's about someone else, you've been highly affected in some way. And you can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. But this is going to allow for transition. This is going to allow for balance. And this is going to allow for peace and for some very much needed talks where necessary. Okay? My belly just went, Mom! All right, let's pull some tarot here. I want to look at Archangel Metatron. I do know an Aqua feeling this. It's giving me anxiety. Tell me about the third eye. Archangel Metatron for my air signs. Of course, you guys could be working with Archangel Metatron. Of course. I'm like, why do I feel so in this energy? I don't like the way it's making my body feel. Tell me about Archangel Metatron for my air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Well, Five of Pentacles. Kind of makes sense. Envy to me is like Five of Pentacles meets Five of Swords. Okay? The ego's wrapped up in it. It's a feeling of separation. It's a feeling of being on the outside, wanting, desiring, yearning what you don't have, not having any gratitude for what you do have. Of course, it can also be jealousy. But yeah, very much envy is the Five of Pentacles card. So again, you're seeing this. So just confirmation. Tell me more about Archangel Metatron. You're seeing this energy in you or people around you, okay? We'll get more clear as we get more cards out here. It's just more confirmation. Ace of Swords is clarity and seeing, right? Seeing what, something new, which is seeing the Five of Pentacles. One more. Whoa, you got three more. So not only is this going to facilitate peace and balance for you, air signs, but it looks like it's setting you off. I almost don't want to say in a new direction. We have the Sun, King of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Very fast movement, unstoppable movement, confidence and the vitality to pull it off, and the Sun, the illumination, and also seeing a new way or seeing a new path, seeing the temple path here as a result. So yeah, some of you, this is going to be a course correction. And I keep getting this feeling too of separation. Some of you are going to realize that you do need to get away from a certain community or group. Some of you are going to realize that maybe you have been kind of a harmful influence in a group. I want to say it's about more than one person. It's like a feel group, like family or like a work environment or a friend group is what I'm feeling here. Some of you, this actually has to do with your religion. Interesting. Some of you, this has to do with your faith. People that you have a shared faith or belief system, because I'm getting the Hierophant, with, realizing that it's toxic or realizing that it just enables that feeling of separation. It enables the lack of presence. It enables the lack of gratitude and yearning for more, striving for more, wanting for more, and just kind of perpetuating that lack and struggle. But yeah, I mean, the clarity, the seeing it, you get very clear really quickly on what you got to do, and you don't hesitate to do it. You do not hesitate to do it. Once you see, you're like, okay, I've seen. Now I need to act. Now I need to do. Now I need to create peace in my life or create peace in the situation. But you do not hesitate, not for a second. And I also am getting a lot of bravery with you. There's like a fearlessness with you as a result of this. Let's go ahead and look at envy. Let's look at what it is you're actually seeing here about this energy. Tell me about envy. We have Lovers. Lovers can be about choice, alignment, or a spiritually guided relationship. Okay? I feel like it's literally representing the opposite of Lovers, actually, like the void of Lovers, the void of alignment. the void of balanced connecting with people. The void of that, the lack of that. I keep hearing separation, 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 like separation consciousness almost. We are on air. We're on air. Tell me more about envy for my air signs. Well, love. So, okay. If you need any more confirmation about how vital feminine energy is right now, right? In all the things I've been describing, for fire signs, Queen of Wands came out. For earth signs, Queen of Pentacles came out. For air signs, Queen of Swords has come out. Just saying. Anyway, Queen of Swords, Libra energy. This is discernment, right? This is discernment. And then we have Seven of Cups with confusion, and Eight of Swords, fear. Oh, yeah. Okay. So again, air signs. Whatever the details about this Five of Pentacles energy, this envy, this yearning for more, not having gratitude in the present, this feeling separate from yourself, separate from the divine, not aligned to yourself even, it's coincided with Seven of Cups and Eight of Swords energy. That is confusion. That's confusion, that's fear, that's illusions. And some of you, this has been enabled by people you've been dealing with, okay? And some of you have almost, it's the opposite, where you have almost brought that energy to people around you. And I want to say it's within a group or a family situation. Could be work, but it feels like family or friends, okay? Like spiritual confusion is what I'm getting here. Spiritual confusion. Again, some of you, this has to do with like a church or something like that. I almost want to say spiritual narcissism even for some of you. I'm really hating that term, but that's just what wanted to be said. Maybe that's a term you use. Maybe that's why it wanted to be used for resonance purposes. Can I get one more on envy? They're a cult. Well, y'all know what I said about Pluto being Aquarius this first few years. Y'all remember what I said. Can I get one more for envy? Ooh, Queen of Cups. Some of you guys could be dealing with a water sign, but this is reflection, meditation, and intuition. This is you going within. I love it because having the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Oh, I do feel I feel like some of this represents another person too, but we'll get there. Having the Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups, that's a lot of water because the queens are water, but this is very High Priestess-like. The Queen of Swords implies that anyway, because she's air and water. She is my minor arcana to the High Priestess, the major, right? But Queen of Cups implies intuition and going within to your heart space. Queen of Swords is communing with what you know and going from that higher mind to try to discern what's happening here. So I'm seeing multiple levels of seeing, okay? And clearing up spiritual confusion. For those of you where, again, like the queens are kind of representing two people, I want to say for some of you, like at the core of this is a water sign. They don't have to be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They don't have to be, but they have those qualities. And I want to say they're probably emotionally manipulative or codependent. Yeah, almost like they're more like a Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, manipulative or codependent is what I want to say there. Yeah, interesting. Let's look at the temple path. Tell me about the temple path for my air signs. Nine of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. I love that the Four of Wands is out here. I think you're the only one to get the Four of Wands so far. Four of Wands is our sense of, it's my card of abundance and stability, or walking through the portal or doorway to abundance and stability. But it can also represent an active foundation of like a household or a commitment or a relationship or a business. Even your own standing foundation in a general reading is how I look at that as well. It's also reminding me of the visual of the temple path. And I'm hearing that which is sacred is what I'm hearing. That which is sacred. The 9 and the 4 imply that there's a 5 of Wands energy here, which is conflict. I'm hearing conflict and chaos, conflict and chaos. Again, emotional, spiritual confusion is part of this. That 9 of Wands, it's almost like the 9 of Wands is representing a block from you accessing the temple path. With the Ace of Pentacles and 4 of Wands, this does feel like that course correction or understanding the path you need to take, right? To peace, to balance, to stability, to abundance, so that your spirit is not confused anymore, or that you're not dealing with someone who is interesting. Some of you guys are just dealing with somebody who's spiritually confused. But that Nine of Wands, it feels like a block. Can I get a card for the Nine of Wands? Why the Nine of Wands is here as a block, please? We have the Hermit. Okay. Nine of Wands being a block usually is like defensiveness, but I'm not getting defensive with you. I just keep getting block, like a wall. And Hermit clarifying that is also showing how you are also starting to figure this out. Okay. Oh, thank you. They're confirming. You've had inklings about this. You've had inklings about how to access this energy, or that, you know, something isn't right, but it hasn't been clear. It hasn't been clear is how they want it to be said. But you've had inklings of it. But again, if you're dealing with somebody who's spiritually confused, or you're spiritually confused, it gets really hard to see, right? Because literally it's a cloud. But something in you has been nudging you about this. And I think some of you need to hear that. Some of you need to hear that as confirmation, like something in you has been like, hey, something's not right. Something's not right. I want to get more about this block. Can I get one more about the block of the Nine of Wands? Maybe we will with the Kipper Lenormand. Yeah, again, this is you just trying to suss this out. Got a lot of character cards on the board, too. I fell into the Page of Swords a little bit. Yeah, listen to that nagging voice. Okay, because that nagging voice is you. Okay? Listen to that nagging voice that tells you something ain't right. Let's get Kipper Lenormand out here. Let's look at the envy and the spiritual confusion. Tell me about envy for my air signs. And remember, this is like, it's just so many cards to hold up. This is all of that. Okay? I mean, I'm telling you everything, so like you just gotta listen. But I know people really love to see, you know, which I get. I totally understand. I'm a visual person myself. Tell me about envy. Maybe one of these days. Maybe. I'm all about simple. I don't like to overcomplicate setups and things like that. Anyway, envy for my air signs. Main female. Okay. Not surprised that's here. I feel like that's actually you showing up in the queen energy, right? Showing up in feminine energy. Official person. I keep getting a flavor of Hierophant that I don't like. And I'm kind of getting that with official person. Like, I really want to say you're dealing with a group or someone who leads a group that spiritually confuses people or is spiritually confused. And 222, by the way, official person's kind of like the emperor. It's someone with rank and title and authority. Okay? And I want to say you are the receiving energy of the official person. Because here's the thing, too. Even if somebody has good intentions, and this is also part of the Mars Leo retrograde energy, too, okay? That is worth noting. The shadow of Mars retrograding in Leo highlights people who are operating in that lower vibrational distorted Leo energy in terms of wanting to be number one, or wanting to be praised, or wanting to be famous, or being vain, or even like narcissistic. It's just like low level vibrations of that. High expression, exalted Leo energy is very beautiful and generous and radiant, and very loving, right? So I'm just, and that's the thing too. It's like people could have really good intentions and not realizing they're operating in a way that's harmful to people. And for some of you, that's the case here. Official person could also be a boss or someone you work for. They could have good intentions, but if somebody's leading and they're spiritually confused, they can do a disservice to people they're leading, right? Yellow to Lup. Thank you for the 2222. It's an interesting username. Thank you so much. Been with you since 2018-ish. We have certainly grown a ton. Yes. Thank you for always being perfectly you and sharing your gifts with us. Here's to you in a fabulous 2025. Yes, yes, definitely. Here's to a fabulous 2025 for everybody. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, I just feel like official person is the one that is spiritually confused here. So take it as it resonates, okay? Can I get a third card for the envy? Ooh, okay. And here's the other thing too. And this is just human nature, unfortunately. For some of you, this official person, out of their own shit, okay, out of their own insecurities or fears, may even intentionally mislead, okay? It's human nature, I know. Can I get a third for envy? Oh, interesting. We have the clock. The clock is actually a card of time, timing, divine timing. I'm hearing accounting. This has apparently been going on for a while, okay? This has been going on for a while, and I feel like there's an accounting of different events and experiences here. I'm getting a little bit of that. But I'm also getting a divine timing factor, like this is the time that you are meant to see the truth of this situation, okay? Some of you, there's also this like yearning that I'm getting with you. I don't want to say, like kind of what I was getting with the envy card, right? Of like yearning for that golden palace versus being where you're at. Some of you have wondered, when is it going to be my time? When is it going to be my time to be the official person? When is it going to be my time to be here? When is it going to be my time, my time, my time, my time? But that puts you in scarcity because that immediately takes you. But that puts you in scarcity because that takes you out of the present. It takes you out of gratitude. It takes you out of this position of appreciating yourself and what you have and where you're at. Okay? So you got to be careful with that. You got to be careful with that. Some of you, this is yearning for a specific kind of relationship. But again, the yearning just causes spiritual confusion. So be aware of that. Some of you have, God, so much going on here, air signs. Some of you guys have sought counsel. My hips are killing me in your energy. Some of you have sought counsel on these yearnings. Be careful with that. For all the reasons I already mentioned. All right. Let's look at Temple Path. Bouquet with the Queen of Swords. This is that card of beauty, gift, radiance, gratitude, right? Gratitude also being a key here. Ooh, the whip with the Knight of Wands. Whip can be passion, anger, even sexual energy, frustration. I feel frustration with wanting more of this peace and beauty and ease in your life. And some of you, again, when am I going to get to be the official person? When am I going to get the Four of Wands, etc.? So yeah, just I'm getting anger and frustration around that with the Temple Path. And the key with the Eight of Pentacles and 33. Also, by the way, 11. A lot of like synchronistic numbers coming up for my air signs here. The key is about unlocking, okay? Unlocking, untrapping, getting access, right, to this. And the way to that is seeing the truth of how, you know, of the envy in this whole situation, but also recognizing the power of gratitude. The power of gratitude. And seeing what you do truly have, what blessings you already have, because we are all blessed in some way. We are. All of us have a blessing to be thankful for in some way. And that's the stuff that'll keep you present. That's the stuff that'll always bring you back to yourself, bring you back home, okay? And help with any spiritual confusion. All right, now let's look at the seeing. Let's look at the seeing and you taking very swift action here. Ooh, just got a very warm, fuzzy feeling in my belly, like hot belly. What was that? What was that, air signs? Is that confidence? Is that the flow of confidence? Feels like it. Like literally heat, fire just went like all up in my belly. Tuning into you seeing the truth here. The well. Oh, very interesting. It's funny because didn't I use the term well with one of the other elements? I don't remember, but I definitely did. But the well, this usually speaks to deep emotions, depths, something in the depths. Something in the depths. Could even be a wishing well as well. What we wish for, what we hope for. The sun peeking out is really high, is really jumping out here. Oh, air signs. This is like, I'm smiling, just the way spirit operates. Again, coming to gratitude and presence and the blessings you have. I want to say the truth here is realizing you actually have what you've wished for. You already have it. And this is you recognizing that you already have what you want. You already have what you wished for. You just needed to see that. You just needed to believe that. Because that's the other thing too. When we move out of that space of gratitude and we get focused on external and I don't have it this way, or it doesn't look like this, or I want this, or I'm yearning for that, it makes us blind a little bit to what's around us presently. And that's I honest to God, that's what I'm getting with you. Like, you actually already have what you wished for. You actually already have what you've hoped for. You already have the Four of Wands. You already have the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Tell me more about this seeing. This is why it's going to be so easy to transition to peace, because you already have it. Yeah, my solar's doing so much with your energy right now. Wealthy man. A card of feeling abundant and having plenty because you already have it. You already have what you want. You've literally just needed to see it. And you've literally just needed to like come to presence, have that gratitude, and also get away from any disruptive influences or people that spiritually confuse you. You already have it. You already have it. Can I get a third one, please? I love the way spirit works. We have the book with the 10 of Pentacles. The book is a card of knowledge and accessing secrets and accessing information. Can also speak of wealth and family, but like this is what I'm getting. It's like it's exactly what I was already saying. You haven't been seeing this, that you already have it, and it's being revealed to you that you already have what you want. You have access to everything you could need, and you have access to everything that you could want. You've just needed to see it. You've just needed to allow yourself to see it and believe it. Wow. Okay. Well, there you go, air signs. Moving on to water. So funny. Water. Again, I always get nervous with whoever goes last, but when water goes last, it's like, oh. Okay. All right, water signs. Hey, water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's interesting. I'm getting a lot of air energy with you, actually. Icy, even icy. Like they're actually showing me like glaciers. Interesting for water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I want to say something's coming out of the water with you. So I'm getting like just like ice, like very icy, very air-like. I'm hearing the word crystalline, crystalline, crystallized, maybe crystallized intelligence. Oh, interesting. Crystallized intelligence. Maybe you realize that's your strength, is your crystallized intelligence, just what wants to be said. But I want to say something's emerging out of the water metaphorically for you. It's like, God, the visuals I'm getting with you. I keep getting just like crystals, white, snow, icy, even just even a lot going on around the crown. There's a lot going on around the crown with you. Any messages or insights for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces is really sticking out, the water signs. The way Libra was for air. Oh, we have the prayer. And look, a hand is emerging from the depths. Something's emerging for you out of the water. But the prayer is basically how it sounds. So I think similar to air has what they have wished for. They just needed to see it. For you, I actually think something is starting to emerge for you that you have prayed for. I want to say you are communing a lot with Spirit at this time. A lot. But there is an emerging happening too. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces. Yeah, Pisces is really highlighted here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Oh. We have the womb with prayer. Womb is the seed of creation. In both of these cards, you can see there's a little speckle of a gold, little seed going on there. It does feel like something is being birthed for you, but it's with the prayer. I want to say it's something that you have prayed for, you've asked for, but it had to come in the right timing. Yeah, this is very similar to air. Very similar, but very different at the same time. Very juxtaposition here. Oh, the crown energy with you water signs is a lot. I'm just needing to... Wow. Some of you, seeding consciousness is a thing. For those where that's for, you know. I'm getting angelic energies. Yeah, okay, so you just got one of those readings today, water signs. Very woo-woo reading, which I know a lot of y'all love and resonate with anyway. I want to say some of you, there's an actual psychic gift coming online. Either way, you are birthing something. Something is emerging for you. It could be an idea, but I want to say it's something you asked for. Can I get a third card, please, for my water signs? And even the term seed is really important here for you. Oh, there it is. Wow. Creator. If you guys have any earth in your chart, I would watch the earth sign reading because they have this card as well. We haven't really had any repeat archetype cards. I think this is the only one. The creator is energy that is birthing and rising forth and bursting forth and inspired and something to work with and work from, all in newness. But yes, water signs, something is emerging for you. It's an awareness of something you can now work with or work from. And I want to say you asked for this. Some of you, it's an idea or clarity, and now you can run with it. Now you know. I'm hearing now you know. The energy around you is very serious too. It's crazy because the cards feel very fun to me, but your energy feels very serious. Like you have been communing a lot. Similar to earth signs, this is something that is long overdue for you too. I don't think you've been yearning for it as much as earth signs, but you've been yearning for this too, craving this, I want to say. Some of you, this is a new lease on life. All right. Energy oracle cards. Any messages or insights from my water sign? Wait, I got the timestamp, right? Yeah, okay. Wanted to make sure. Any messages or insights? We have rest and rejuvenation. I kind of felt like you were communing a lot. This is pretty indicative of that. And man holding a coin. I'm feeling a lot off of that. That's why I'm just like taking a minute before I pull the third card. So like I said, you've been here. It feels very quiet. It feels very contemplative. It feels very meditative. Taking space for truth to emerge. And then we have man holding a coin. I do feel like for most of you, this is representing an aspect of self here about how you maintain your physical reality, maintain your money, your health, your housing, your sense of stability, safety, that sort of deal. But I couldn't shake this feeling that this is someone around you too. Like you've been taking space from somebody, or wanting clarity on a situation with someone. If that's the case, it's probably someone that you work with or could work with. Interesting. Work with or could work with. I'm noticing the sun in the background, almost like a sunrise, like a new horizon, a new beginning with the man holding a coin. Seeing something in the light of day. This is one of those reads. Seeing something in the light of day. Seeing something in the light of day. Seeing something in the light of day. And also the coin that they're holding is reminding me of the gold little nugget, the gold little seed that's coming through for you as well. So again, I feel like this is an aspect of you, but I can't shake that it's someone external to you. And it both could be true. Both could be true because that's how energy works. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the $2. Thank you. Very sweet of you. And so regardless if it's someone external to you or it's this aspect of you of how you maintain your physical reality, or both, you're seeing something about that very clearly. Seeing something in the light of day. That's how it wants to be said. Seeing something in the light of day. Seeing something in the light of day. And that's what's emerging out of the ocean, metaphorically. It's the clarity of what is emerging with you and this person, or what is emerging within you and your ability to maintain your physical reality. Some of you, it's your ability to lead. If it's about your ability to lead, I feel like there's a planting of a seed that you will act on, that will put you in a leadership role or elevate your status in some way. That feels very work to me. All right, let's get a third for my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's interesting because I don't feel like you're actually in a lot of water right now. I feel a lot of like upper chakra energy with you. Feel a little sacral, but I don't feel like water. Angel of balance. Interesting. Then we have a little sacral showing up at the bottom here. This is what the doctor ordered. The clarity that you're seeing something in the light of day, the seed that's emerging. Thank you. They're getting a little bit more specific now. The seed that's emerging for you to do something with, or to plant or work with another person on. It's exactly what the doctor ordered, and it's restoring some sense of harmony in your life, some sense of peace in your life. I want to even say the missing piece. And I want to say it's giving you a solid foundation to do a lot on. Like, it's facilitating the creator energy. God, I hope this is making sense. The way it's coming through, just because the crown energy is really distracting. So to clarify, the seed that's emerging for you here is a seed to cultivate with, to plant, because it's going to give you a sense of stability you have not had in a very long time. in a very long time. And it does feel like a missing piece for you. That stability that you haven't had in such a long time, it's allowing you to do things you haven't been able to do because you haven't had the stability. There we go. We come back down a little bit to 3D. It's what happens when there's so much crowd energy. It's just like, it's like so macro, you know? Yeah. Yeah, you're about to have stability that you have not had in a very long time, and it's going to allow you to live life in a way you haven't been able to in a very long time, and dare I say, have more fun with it. And it also partly feels like it's something you have wished for, hoped for, asked for, and some of you, this will be in the form of somebody that you're going to be doing things with or working with actively, like career-wise or money-wise. Some of you, it could be someone that you may be committing to in some way, shape, or form. But it feels like it's going to give you very physical, tangible security and stability. Okay? Okay, let's pull tarot. Woo! Talking about rest and rejuvenation for my water signs. Talking about rest and rejuvenation. Snakes may be coming up for you. Just seeing snakes. Talking about not in a bad way. Like, snakes don't have to be a bad omen. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Talking about rest and rejuvenation for my water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Hermit. Not shocking. This is very much a Hermit, Four of Swords, Four of Cups kind of a card, right? Because this is going within, taking some time and space to reflect and meditate, gain inner standing, which is what you're doing with the Hermit. One more for rest and rejuvenation. Ooh! Love it. The Star. The Star, it's funny too because the Hermit follows the Star, and here, whoop, the Star is showing up. So what's emerging out of the water, God, all the imagery here, what's emerging out of the water is truth and clarity, and I want to say a prayer answered, a wish fulfilled is emerging out of the water. Yeah, there it is. A wish fulfilled is emerging out of the water. The Star is the card of wish fulfillment, but even the stars are really jumping out to me because I kept getting like high frequency, crystalline, crystallized stuff, imagery, verbiage with you, and that is screaming the Star card. And somebody could, again, could be working with stars or these higher frequencies, and you could be very aware of it. But what's emerging is a wish fulfillment. Can I get a third for rest and rejuvenation, please? For my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, you were like not in water right now. Four of Swords, just confirming that. Some of you, this will coincide with some healing. If so, I don't feel anything hard about it. It just kind of is. It just is. But Four of Swords is also indicating that you are taking space to do this and you are in contemplation to do this. And there is some sense of recovery here for you as well. I'm hearing psychic healing. Oh, the crown energy. Psychic healing. A little bit of psychic healing is happening there. Let's look at the man holding a coin, because this is all the energy circulating around this seed, the wish fulfillment that's emerging, to be cultivated, to be planted, to provide you that sense of stability that you have not had in a very long time. Some of you, again, this is a commitment. Tell me about man holding a coin. Wow. Okay. 7 of Cups and 9 of Cups. Indicating in 2 of Cups energy. Oh. Woo. Oh, so much on the crown. 7 of Cups can be confusion, illusion, overwhelm. They can also be fantasy. I'm honestly getting, I'm just getting like downloads and heavy crown energy is what I keep getting with the 7 of Cups. 9 of Cups, again, is wish fulfillment. You have the minor to the major of wish fulfillment here on the board, which tells me, as above, so below. This absolutely is something you have been co-creating with Spirit and that you have asked for to come in. Options. Some of you guys have been sussing, navigating ideas, I want to say. Ideas and options, and trying to get clear. This helps you get clear on that. Like the true cup, I want to say, emerges. The true cup, the true star, the true seed emerges. And with Two of Cups being here, yes, it could involve another person where there could probably be a commitment coming in here. Again, that doesn't have to be romantic. It can be business oriented. It's a commitment to your wish fulfillment, whatever your wish fulfillment is. Tell me a third card for a man holding a coin for water signs. Can I get a third cup for a man holding a coin? We got 2. Wow. I'm just trying to breathe through the energy, guys. There's a lot of energy right now. 8 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. This is moving beyond struggle, fighting, and conflict. Just saying no more to it, saying no more to drama, no more to what is hard, no more fighting yourself, no more competing with others, no more allowing people to fight with you or trying to compete with you. That's all the things that are coming through. So many, like, oh my gosh, so many cups. 2 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Remember, the true cup emerges. The true cup emerges, the true seed, the true star. The true star. Oh, that's interesting. The true star emerges. If some of you have been dealing with multiple people, I almost want to say for some of you there's been a true one and like tricksters or false one or fake ones. The true, some of you need to hear that. The true star, the true one will emerge. But the 5 of Wands is not going to be a thing for you anymore. Natalia, thank you for the $9.99. Thank you. I keep getting this has caused confusion, the 5 of Wands. It's the influence of other people. It's our own internal conflict. It's the struggle of life, even for some of you. But I want to say there's something external here that's, yeah, added some confusion and a little overwhelm. Also why this is necessary. Also why that is necessary, to take some space for some of you. Again, I'm hearing psychic healing. Psychic healing. Yeah, some of you have actually been like psychically confused. It's a little similar to air. Some of you have been psychically confused, and it's because you've been dealing with certain energies that you don't need to be dealing with. I'll get one more. Can I get one more for the man holding a coin? Lovers is on the bottom. And the true cup emerges. Can't even make this shit up. And the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. 6 of Wands peeking out for victory and recognition. The true cup emerges. Knight of Cups is movement with an open heart. Operating from the heart, making decisions and speaking from the heart. Piscean energy. Some of you, this wish fulfillment that's emerging could be someone approaching you because they recognize you're the true cup. You're the true star. That's interesting. And a lot of you, this is just recognizing the true seed, the true cup, the true star, the true path towards your wish fulfillment. I can't stop looking at the Ace of Pentacles. To the 10 of Cups. Happiness. Candle just went out. All right. Whew. Let's get to Angel of Balance here. This is the stability that will be provided to you that you can start to operate from in a way that you haven't been able to in a very long time. Angel of Balance. Tell me about Angel of Balance for my water signs. Yeah, stability. Queen of Pentacles coming through there. Big Daddy. I don't think anyone's gotten the Emperor yet. Wow. Talk about stability. And we got the, okay, water signs. This is why you had to go, this is why y'all had to go last. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Empress. Wow. True stability and high levels of bandwidth for activity, for movement, for investment, for growth, for nourishment, for abundance. Again, I just keep getting support and stability that has been sorely lacking. So now you can be bursting with life, essentially, be bursting forward with your wish fulfillment. And again, some of you, this can be a commitment between Emperor and Empress here. Can I get a third card for Angel of Balance, please? For my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Look what came out again, the Ten of Cups. Wow, water signs. Ooh, it is a good week to be a water sign. Can't even make this up. Happiness. Beyond wish fulfillment, by the way, because the 9 to the 10, the 9 is wish fulfillment and being content within the self, and the 10 is having your life and your external reality reflect that happiness, which also can involve other people. And some of you guys, again, this is about a commitment, with the 10 of Cups being here. Look what's underneath the Empress. Ace of Cups. The cup, the real cup emerges. Page of Cups and Judgment right behind it. This reading is cray cray. Wow. If y'all don't want to be pregnant, just saying, this literally can represent pregnancy and birth of a child, okay, from that pregnancy. So just saying, if you don't want to be pregnant, there's a lot about seeding here. A lot about that going on here. I'm shocked. I'm just like, wow. It's very rare you get readings like this, you know? Nothing else needs to be said. It's very clear. Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, Empress, Emperor, Knight of Cups, Star, 9 of Cups. Yeah, this is just your path to wish fulfillment, and it just seems to be coming with a lot of support and stability and a prayer being answered, and it just emerges. And again, if you've had some confusion about the right path, the right choice, the right cup, so to speak, it's going to be made very blatantly clear. Okay? Wow. All right, guys. That was intense. Didn't even do the Lenormand Kipper. Might as well, right? Might as well. I mean, this is pretty bomb, but let's do it. Let's actually look at what is this? The man holding a coin. Let's look at the man holding a coin here. That's maturity in all its glory, right? Tell me about man holding a coin. Let's see, we got 3. Yeah, it's exactly what I was getting already. So we have the garden with the cross and the false person. Cross is indicative of a burden or something very challenging. The garden can be a card of reputation. Whoa, why am I coughing so much? Whoa. Oh. Woo. Okie dokie. Wow. Oh, my cough hasn't been that bad today. Yeah, that's definitely energy part of the reading. That is not that is not about me. Oh. Wow. It was in relation to this. It's interesting because the garden normally represents reputation, public life, or even like nature and recreation. And it also is associated with the 8 of Swords. But this feels a little bit like the Temple Path card to me. Like it feels a little bit like Garden of Eden sort of vibes here. It's just something that I'm feeling, so I'm just commenting on it. But this is absolutely about what I'm getting is like, yes, there's reputation flavor here, but it's also about like enjoyment and nourishment, right? Of being in the garden that brings us that fulfillment, right? And usually this involves other people or being witnessed in some way. And this is the burden of that. And then with false person, it's like what I'm being reminded of, the true cup, the true star emerges. The true cup, the true star emerges. So again, if there has been any confusion about who you're dealing with, or even people like, you know, giving you a hard time, and whatever it is you've been going through in your life, it's absolutely being represented here. Okay. And the truth will be revealed. I want to say, like, water signs, some of you guys have been dealing with people who have been gossiping about you, maybe like just having like bad things to say, or trying to like ruin your reputation. I don't want to say ruin your reputation, but like speaking negatively on your reputation. I'm getting a little bit of like scrutiny is what I'm getting here. And that's added to your confusion. For you, if the wish fulfillment is also the right person emerging, I want to say maybe that person's image has been tarnished in some way, making it confusing. I'm getting a lot of burden and challenge and scrutiny around image and around what is actually fulfilling, what's actually healthy, and what's not in terms of your path. Some of you, what you're doing for your career, and some of you about a person's, reputation. Can I get one more, please, for man holding a coin? Some of you have been trying to hide your struggles. Can I get one more from man holding a coin? The ring, Ace of Wands. This is commitment. Commitment and devotion to your passion and what you desire. Usually it speaks of like committed relationships as well. Just like the way that light is beaming, again, it's like the true path, the true star, the true cup will emerge, will be clear, will be obvious. Yeah, if you've been like the victim of any like tarnishing or whatever, all that shit's gonna be made clear. Okay? So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But the ring with the devotion and the commitment. Yeah, I feel like this is part of the seed, you know? The right seed, the right star, the right cup. Can I get one more for the ring, please? Some of you where this is about a person and a potential commitment, whether that is in business or in emotional stuff like love or romance. This is so interesting. I want to say they've like, because the way I keep seeing it for you is like it's emerging out of the water, right? And like you're seeing it. But I want to say if it's a person where commitment's on the table, like they have seen you, but maybe you haven't seen them. That's like very strange. That could be like a headhunter, right? If this is career related. That's strange. Can I get a card for ring? Yeah, more about commitment and longevity with the anchor. Commitment and longevity. Okay, I'm not really getting much more on the king of coin here, or the man holding a coin. Let's look at the balance that's happening here. The balance that is going to be the balance and stability that'll be enjoyed. The Queen of Pentacles, Emperor, and the Ten of Cups for my water signs. We have the Path with the Queen of Pentacles. This is making a choice, 22, also coming out here for my water signs, but this is dedicating yourself to a decision, to a path, to the right star, the right cup, the authentic star, the true cup, the true star, the true path, etc. Yeah, this is, interesting with change. So the true cup, the true star, the true path, the true person, the true commitment, whatever. Is your wish fulfillment emerging? It is going to come with a shift for you, though. It's going to come with a change in your course, I want to say. But you've wanted it. You've wanted it. It's a wish fulfillment. Can I get one more? Information and communication with the letter. Well, that makes sense because, again, it's being made clear to you. Can I get one more for Angel of Balance? Yeah. And the child with the Knight of Cups. The child can represent a new beginning. It also represents innocence, purity, preciousness, right? But brand new beginning is born out of this for you. One more for the child. Again, this could also be communication with a pregnancy. So again, be careful. Child could also be a child, right? Can I get one more for the child? Yeah, and the star. Oh, I love it. Six of Cups. The star in the Lenormand deck. These are the Lenormand cards. Very akin to the star in tarot, which again, you have very clearly. It can be a path of enlightenment, healing, or wish fulfillment, or even destiny or fate. For sometimes is also associated with the star in this deck. We also have the Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups. Again, this is a wish fulfillment for you. It is a change. It's different, and for some of you, it may come with a big life change, like a pregnancy, right? But it's a wish fulfillment. And I keep getting, it's giving you stability you have not had in a long time that you're going to be able to do a lot with. Okay? Okay. I think that's pretty clear. All right, guys. I'm going to go. It's been great hanging out with you, as it always is. I got some stuffs I got to do today, but I love you all so much. And these readings were so bomb. They were so bomb. Have a great, great weekend, and I will see you guys later, okay? Love you all so much. Take care.